So we're on, and we're gonna play.
Chris in New Hampshire on Marcus Smart. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Big Jim. How's it going, brother?
Good. What's up?
So I was going to call about Marcus Smart, but I think you guys kind of hammered that. So I'm psyched to hear that you guys are going to be at the Harp Wednesday. I got tickets for the game.
Oh, good.
A buddy of mine is coming in from out of town. He got the tickets. Good for him. So question for you. I got work on Thursday. I'm going to get super banged up. I texted this guy I work with, Dave, and just said, I'm not going to be in. And he's like, that's fine. Why? What's up? And like, do I answer truthfully? Do I say, do I come up with a good excuse? Like, I'm not going to say I'm going to go to the movies or I'm going to get too hammered on ciders and not be able to show up at work. What would you do in this situation?
Chris, what I would do as someone in their 40s with way too much time on their hands, with multiple projects.
I don't know where they have to drop it there. I don't know what happened. That's all right. So 420 somewhere. I'm here. Buddy's here. Killer's here. Buddy's only part-time. It's been a rough week for me. Not rough week for me. Been distracted all week with completing the deck project. I have some possible work news to share if I ever get a particular call back. So my show prep has been weak. So Buddy came up with a great idea of having everyone come up with their own cards, which could be great if people buy in. I just want to say I like the idea. So I jotted down a shitty card. But I have the benefit of having, what's the word? Visual aids.
Yeah.
So I was able to drop in a couple of videos to make my points for what my really shitty 4 category card is. But Buddy's here. He's a guest. Killer's here. He's more of a contributor on a regular. So Buddy gets to go first. What do you want to? What's on your card, Buddy? Or at least the first thing on your card.
Wow. I wasn't okay. So I wasn't expecting
to pick on you, huh?
Yeah, no, I kind of thought I was going to go last because it was my great idea. I'm not going to lie.
Well, actually, to be fair, my first one is the distraction, and the deck and the job. So I just did my first one. So you're really second.
I think. Oh, we're going. Oh, so like it's hard to make my first point without HPM, but like my first point was: are the Celtics good? Like.
They're in the finals.
I can't tell, dude. Like I know, but I don't want to. Like I don't want to believe. Is what I'm saying.
They're up 1-0 in the finals.
I know, but like I want somebody to tell me like to believe, But like I'm so scared to get hurt.
So there's this guy Phil.
I know.
They call him Homer Phil.
Well, it's funny you say that because my other question was I know he did videos.
Hold on. Now you can make your point.
Oh yes, dude. HBM, dude. Are the Celtics for real? I'm scared.
It's very possible, sir.
I know, dude. They looked for real the other night. You're
looking for an absolute, and you're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah, I'm excited. But anyway, I'm nervous because I don't want to get hurt again. I
don't want to get hurt again.
Well, the good news is the games
it's been super painful to be a Boston fan for the last 20 years.
Hey,
correct. Yeah.
Bruins took 2 L's. Celtics have 1. Pats have 3, I think. It hurts. We're not perfect.
That's true.
We bleed too.
All right, so those are our comments. Eric Stoga made a couple comments about another person. It's not on the show. That's okay. So, Buddy, that was your first thing on your card?
Yeah. Are there my other thing was like no more videos from Phil? Like he cut you guys off?
He doesn't like doing them because the one of them he did, they lost the game, and he thought it was his fault. Which is fairly rational. It makes all the sense in the world. Homer Phil.
I blamed him.
I totally understand. 100%.
So he doesn't want to do a video for us because one time it cost the team a win.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense.
Correct.
HBM, did you do a card?
Yeah, I did actually.
Do you want to go into your first one, or do you want to make Killer go first?
Killer was here first, so I'd let the gentleman go first.
Okay.
So classic.
Okay, my first one is Justin's gonna end up killing himself by episode 5.
What?
I mean, your lips to God's ears.
I'm just forewarning. I just want to foreshadow it for everybody.
Bill McNeil says hello. Bill McNeil
Bill
should be
McNeil's a
on.
fucking scumbag. Speaking
If
of
Pat's
fucking
not
dirtbags,
on, Bill McNeil should be on in his place. I'm just saying it makes sense.
Bill McNeil's a pussy.
Well,
I'll let
So-
you go though, HBM.
Go
So on the list, excuse me. First thing on my list, I would just like to say there is a lot of I in GVE these days.
ooh, explain.
Trying to get Killer a Puffco, and not one person has jumped on, assisted, donated $1. But I'm glad all you.
That's not true.
Oh.
I said on this show that the proceeds from the Mayhem shirt should be directly funneled to the Killer Fund.
Well, the money's already spent, I'm afraid.
I never got it, so as far as I know, it's never been distributed.
BA spent it tonight in his Coke free
Probably.
30s.
I didn't know about this initiative.
It's true. BA gave up soda. Everyone knows that.
Clemmer wants the link. Labrad says Clemmer wants the link. HBM, Nike or Adidas, quick.
Oh, Nike. It's not even close.
Yeah, I thought so. All right, so we'll move on to my second. Oh, wait, hold on. We have another person. This looks like it's Patrick.
Oh, I just want to answer. Bill McNeil went wrong when he banned me from calling the radio station.
Correct.
Did you try a second time? Jesus, Pat.
Killer's called the Bill McNeil was so fucking funny. I was so glad to catch that one.
We know Labrad always says that. I'm waiting for Pat to finish coughing.
Go.
Pat's dying.
Pat's dead, yeah.
Pat, how many you guys got hanging in the tree already?
Nothing to the tree.
That was the old life.
See, you're not banned. You didn't even try to call back a second time.
What, to get hung up on?
Well, I'm just going by what Bill McNeil said. And so I'm going to move on to my second card item, and that is me bragging about my new deck. And to do that, I have to do this.
Is it just me, or am I seeing the same thing over and over again?
So that's my new deck. You can see my plants outside.
Did anyone else actually not see that at all?
I didn't see it at all.
It was just a GIF that just kept
Yeah.
repeating.
Well,
No, I
inside.
saw the.
Might be
I
because
saw
my
the-
iPhone.
It's a great looking deck, Chris.
Thank you.
Yeah, it
A
was
lot of
great.
phones. That's probably why.
I blame you guys and your technology, not my beautiful flawless deck. Okay, so any other comments besides it looked like a gift and you guys don't appreciate
Oh, I don't
it?
have central AC. I was just outside of my deck.
That echo's gonna make me kill myself.
Yeah.
And it's windy.
He's working with Miss Sensitive. Who's Miss Sensitive?
I'm Miss Sensitive. Bill McNeil. Bill McNeil's talking. He's fucking trying to woo me tonight.
He is. She wants to be friends again.
Red's rubbing lotion on his tits.
I'd let Bill
KMF
McNeil back
chair.
into my
No
life on
blame
one
him.
condition.
One condition. What's that?
He has to suck my dick.
Live on camera?
That'll do numbers.
That would be interesting. It would certainly be interesting. All right, so Bill McNeil loves Canada. That's great to hear. Great to see.
Does Bill McNeil have a white supremacist ex-wife as well?
No.
Bill McNeil doesn't swallow. I don't know why. I thought he did.
Bill McNeil's wife went the opposite of Pat. She went towards Dorchester.
Oh, see? Pat's ex-wife was
She wore a Nike tracksuit, I heard.
She wore more than a Nike tracksuit. She wore the man who had the tracksuit on. All right, buddy. You got your second card?
Yeah. So my second item was reset. Like
I tried that. It didn't work. You can't make the reset a card item.
oh shit.
Oh, I got one.
All right, that brings us to killer.
JFA fucking blocking chats.
So that's all bullshit too, huh?
I don't know. I think HBM should be judge and jury.
Well, but didn't Colostomy admit that as a previous account he blocked the chat that BA ran out of spite?
Bro, that's
Wasn't that today?
that's what that name is, colostomy.
Yeah,
Colostomy.
I never
Colostomy.
If
You
Curry
just got
drops
that
30
now?
tonight, it would be the most ineffective 30 ever since they play tomorrow.
Jesus, yeah, we could have just said the game's tomorrow. You didn't have to be so rude about it.
I mean, I kind of like that he was rude about it. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, me too. I think
So-
it would be wrong if I'm not to be rude.
Exactly.
That was
He
not
took
rude.
the low road, and that's the road we take
I'm in Stowe, Vermont.
for
Is
Pride
Pat
Month.
ruling?
How come you chose Vermont?
It's Pride
My
Month.
wife did because she wanted to go to the Ben and Jerry's factory, and there's a couple other things around here, and we did a couple of mini golf places.
Is that where your sperm donor is?
We get it. You listen to KMS.
I've always liked mini golf. I just don't like to brag about it and then place 11th in a tournament like Kirk.
Wow. Well, that's just unbelievable.
That's her.
Pat, what's the stats on the guy that's donating sperm for your wife?
Jesus.
The stats: 6'3", 270 pounds,
Smart man.
D1 wrestler.
Wrestler?
Brock Lesnar? Brock Lesnar donated semen?
I don't know. Have you seen his daughter? Those weren't the best genes. She looks just like him with a wig.
Oh,
I've
Jesus
often
Christ.
said I'd love if I ever have another kid, it will be with a woman that's black and over 6 feet.
Well, Chris had the perfect picture for you, but you.
I was gonna bring it up.
That woman was not over 6 feet. I'm looking for like a Lisa Leslie, not a Vince Wilfork.
But you have height, so that's fine with you.
That's why you need more height. My wife is 5'3". I think I ruined my son.
You don't know that. My son's taller than me, and I was short.
He's looking a little shrinky. The other day I kicked his
I
ass.
forgot
and he didn't hit
HBM
me
was
back.
married to a Chinese
We
lady.
didn't kick his ass in Nakaki.
Oh, he can't pick up the sticks yet. I've tried.
Speaking of Chinese ladies, or Chinese in general, I have a message for Killer Kowalski.
Oh, here we go.
Killer, what you gonna do? Oh, what you gonna do when Killer comes for you? What? What's up, my homeboy? Chilling like a villain over here. Love you, man. Miss you, bruh. Respect.
And that was a nice message for Killer Kowalski.
That was a beautiful sentiment.
It was. From a friend of the show who's having a rough day today. We'll leave
Because
it
you
there.
guys gang up and pick on him.
I did not. He was ganged up and picked on. That's true. It was not by me. I picked on Biodude a little bit. Did you guys see that?
Where was
Yeah,
that?
he's got a little mouth. on him.
Biodude killed Pat.
He did not.
If you want, Chris, that was actually second on my card. Was you guys mistreating Bio, dude?
You see, Biodude's White Knight is in the building.
Let's go.
Please elaborate.
Well, you guys are mean. There's not much more to it. You should watch your ass.
How so? He went after Pat.
I mean, people have to talk on Twitter without being banned from the show.
He accused me of starting every school shooting.
We're banning anybody. Let's ban Stoned. The guy fucking likes every porn site on the fucking internet.
What do you got against porn? Why are you such a prude?
Because
Great
when I'm
guy.
scrolling the internet at night and I'm fucking trying not to jerk off, and then I see what he's liking, it makes me want to jerk off.
I mean, how are we going to ban someone that hasn't been on in 6 weeks?
That's fair. He banned himself. You're right.
He did. He banned himself. He said it
He
without
report-
saying it.
He reported
Yeah.
the show. Now he can't get back in.
Oh, that is a low blow.
Was the last episode he was on the one where we were live or we weren't supposed to be live, and he said
No, he was on after that, but that'd be great if that was the last one.
yeah, that's what I thought.
You did spend a lot of money on a mic for this.
I'm sure he'll be back when his schedule allows.
I think this show's got less than 10 left.
He makes the mistake that a lot of people make. He listens to his wife. He values his wife over us.
Wow.
Oh,
Less than 10 left though, HM, you think?
Oh, this show's done. This show's toast.
Yeah.
What do you mean? This is the best show on the network.
No, I mean Pat's doing it from his hotel room. This is
Yeah, Chris
Pat
doesn't
is showing
tweet out clips anymore. He doesn't even do the tweets anymore. The shit is over.
Yeah, what happened to Chris's 2-second tweets and 2-second clips and stuff?
I have tons of 2-second clips. I haven't been doing the show tweets because I'm the only one doing any of the pre and post production.
Correct. It's your show. That's not a surprise.
Well, who's got access to the show Twitter?
Not me.
Oh, I know.
Oh, what do you mean? I have access. HBM has access, and Pat has access.
I quit doing the show. I understand.
Well, it sounds like HBM and Pat aren't doing fuck all.
I've said many times I'm not a part of this show, and I will not be doing any work on it.
Which then leaves Pat, who's often busy.
Pat doesn't give a fuck. He's focused on shows with vodka and Willie G and
he's rice
sneaks.
bucket 100%. Has anyone noticed the difference in how much how words per hour Pat has on this show than Rice Buckets?
Oh,
he speaks a lot on Rice Buckets.
The problem is how bad is that scar going to be from the knife in your back?
It's right to his face. He's right there.
No, he stabbed you in the back.
Oh, well, he popped a pimple for me while stabbing, so I'm grateful.
Oh, geez, you're just going to take it laying down. No shit, huh?
I mean, I'm going to be comfortable. If I'm taking it at all, I'm going to be comfortable.
You know what I was thinking about? The time that Edge and Lita just had sex in the ring. Obviously it wasn't actually having sex, but what a storyline.
Yeah, that was great.
What a world.
Wrestling's dead.
It's very dead. I tried watching Raw over here and there. It's very tough. The only ones I like watching is RK Bro.
Bill McNeil told us all he's a scumbag. I think he's referring to Pat, but he might be referring
He's
to
a fucking dirtbag. He's sitting there like a dickhead while Jim Murray entertains that caller. He's like, I had no idea what the hell that was.
Caller's lucky he didn't say the words Bethune. What he got hung up on.
If you want to go hang out at the Loop,
I'd get a job for one. I'd be worried about my marriage. I would go get a job. I would stop focusing on trying to be the general manager of a baseball team that's 20, 30 years old. I would try to fulfill my obligations as well. I'd show up for the podcast. I'd get a job. Wouldn't make excuses like I have all this time in my hands as it is, and I can't show up because I want to do other things in my life where I have way too much time in my hands. That's what I do. First, Chris, focus on getting a job. In your 40s, a lot of time in your hands. Focus on getting a job.
Can't believe that's still playing when I took it off screen.
I think someone's got an echo.
Yeah, that's an echo that is a delay too. Then.
Yeah, well, it's gone now. It's fucking gone.
Good job.
I didn't know about that call until right before the show. Killer told me about it.
Huh?
So we pulled it up.
No show
loyalty.
prep. See what I'm saying?
Why no loyalty? No loyalty to Clemmer?
Somebody's got to prep for this show.
Get him, Killer.
This dickhead
It'd
is
be
back
nice if
from
anyone
before.
ever did.
Remember Chris when this guy came in with from fucking accounts saying the same shit?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's not true. Everything you said's a liar. I hope you fucking get rung up yourself. You're allowed to smoke on your own property.
I'm smoking my house. Well, I'm in Massachusetts. I can have weed plants right outside.
He's in Massachusetts too. He's my neighbor.
Well, your neighbor's an asshole.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
You should probably go murder his dog.
I already tried to hit it. Thing got up and kept running.
Well, that dog's a monster.
Hit it harder, buddy.
No one talks about how that dog just got up and kept running. Everyone just focuses on me hitting it.
All I know is that dog was trying to escape a bad situation. He probably has a family, and you fucking crippled him for life.
Hit it harder, dude.
I was going a solid 25, 30.
Why don't you relax over there? Fucking crap.
Who's this? Want to become famous? Buy flowers?
Yes, I do.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Nice.
Mountainviewers.com. You got it. Bent from the hip down. Message us where you live. Not like with address, just state.
What was the weather? What was the weather like over there, Chris? Is it like dry and shit, or
hot as hell?
It's nice. It's a nice day.
Because Bill McNeil's a scumbag and he won't go and check on the plants, even though he knows.
In my grow room where I have a hygrometer, the humidity is an even 50-50, but I don't know what it's like outside. Besides just by feel, it's not overly humid. Buddy wants me to extol the virtues of the hot knife for him. I'm about to use it, so I might as well. So, buddy, here's my
take some initiative, stupid. You know I'm not around.
Here's my hot knife, buddy. Right?
It's all down, Pat. Pat, no need to be a tough guy.
You push the button, it heats up, but I don't want to do that yet. You stick it into your concentrate.
Day I meet Killer, he's getting a fucking short clothesline. I swear to fucking God.
Keep talking. All right, don't keep talking.
Kane just got booted 5-minute major for boarding.
Did he really?
You put a bunch of shit on your...
Yeah, and they were like 30 seconds in.
The big red machine?
No,
the big black machine.
The big black machine. The big black bankrupt machine.
All right, then you push the button, it heats up, and your concentrate falls right off. And now it's not on there no more. It's inside the puff cup. It's a beautiful thing. I think it was $50. Well worth it.
50. If it's like if you're working with stuff that's really gooey and it'll just slide right off. So it's
show him what you got, buddy.
Oh yeah, he got me a picture of the.
You're muted, buddy.
Unmute yourself, dude.
Yeah, no, I showed Pat the other day, but yeah, I need to get one. But
show the room the shit then.
Oh,
Jesus Christ! You don't have to be so stingy.
Yeah, I showed Pat the other day. Calm your horses.
Yeah, I was like, I don't. Yeah, but it's the drugs.
I gotta get
Oh,
I don't know if you can go.
Big PR. He got from a friend of the show, I think.
Yeah.
Who's the friend?
Did you invite John Feathers?
Someone that you tried to ban.
The one that I tried to ban?
Yeah.
Who did I try to ban?
Just today.
Bio dude?
No, that was us. Actually, that was Pat.
I banned him for life.
You did.
You have Montante coming?
Did you ask him?
By Sam Charles D. Great.
No,
thanks.
he's going to be third chair on KMS, so I didn't want to ask him.
He's big time.
I don't ruin his chances.
I heard he was big time in sneakers.
Yeah, he did. He fucking pushed sneakers.
He wasn't happy.
Click right through these silly takes.
Billy Tibbs is drinking with like 3 19-year-olds. They're all going to end up dead.
Right now.
That's what his live was anyway, like this morning. Well, it would have been like noon your guys this time. He was already getting shit-faced with like 3 20-year-old dudes.
A dirtbag. He's going to bring that fucking broad over that looks like she's been fucking ripping butts fucking for 50 years.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with ripping butts, but...
Probably they're all going to go together.
Are we going now? All right.
Well, speaking of the Kirk Minahan show, that brings me to my next card item is Pat.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, Pat.
So Pat dumped out, and I was reminded of this tweet from a while back that I put out, and then I got a reply that's now famous, where I was bitching about what time the show was being released because I wanted to hear it before I went to work. And then Kirk said, I can't stress enough how much I hate people, and it's been a badge of honor for me. I still have that saved. And I was reminded of that and sent this small piece of audio.
Shall we?
Can't believe you didn't tweet out to let the Minifans know.
Fuck them. I watch only a couple people. Fuck them. I got no patience. I try to be nice for a while, but they can all fucking fuck off. Fuck you.
And I thought that really made my day. It reminded me of what today has been like. And fuck off, fuck you is how I felt the world has been treating me because it doesn't want to give me what I want.
Fuck off.
Yeah. I'm glad that got some sympathy from the folks here on the screen.
I didn't hear a word that came on that clip.
That clip was when Kirk said "fuck off, fuck you" to the fans after I tweeted out about what time they dropped the show, and he said, "I can't stress enough how much I hate people" on the quote tweet of that tweet. So I got you caught up. Now what do you think? Nothing? Okay, move on.
Like I said, he's thrown in the towel, ladies and gentlemen.
Who the fuck is this new guy in the comments?
That's Bill McNeil.
No, he's been here before. He's kind of a killjoy at times. He just talks about random shit. I'll put all these comments up.
Did he ever answer what state he lives in, that he's going to get arrested for smoking at his house?
He has
He
not.
seems like he's got a little mayhem in him.
I feel like he's waiting
I think it's Illinois.
spread for some mayhem to be put in him. It's Pride Month.
He
We
lives in
celebrate these
Illinois.
people.
He's far away from us.
So this guy, he was on before in the comments, and I banned him from the comments, and he came back as another thing, and then it became a game where I kept timeouting him, and he
Why'd you
kept
ban
coming
him?
back with a different name. And it was fun. But now it's not really fun. It's just boring.
Why'd you ban him?
He was just, I don't know, everything was anti that day. And it was, it had nothing to do with what the show was about.
I'll start calling you the silencer.
Yeah, you should. You should.
Freedom of speech, bro. It's not right.
But I do know that I tend to be a very loyal person.
You banned Bio Dude.
I didn't ban Bio Dude. I stuck up. I took up for Pat when Pat banned Bio Dude because Bio Dude was less than respectful.
You could have just stepped in and been the bigger man. You could have saved the day. You could have made peace. Instead, you what's the word? Ignited it.
I didn't ignite it. He had the day before told me that I was responsible for every school shooting. I took offense to that.
I'm Team Pat.
And apparently you think I started school shootings too, which is really ridiculous. I don't even own a gun. I don't go to school.
You were around for Columbine.
I was already out of high school by Columbine.
Makes you the perfect suspect.
They know who did it. They don't need a suspect in that.
They know who took the fall.
They know who shot the kids.
They know who took the fall for shooting the kids.
Well, if you can prove I was in Colorado instead of
I
Massachusetts.
don't want you to get in trouble. How else are we going to listen to the last 8 episodes of this?
I'm a friend of the show. Come on.
I mean, our highest views, and this is complete facts, our most views, our most watched episode was you hosting. So maybe you should be the one hosting those shows.
I would say that was Willie hosting you. He kind of was the one and two chair that day, in my humble opinion.
I mean, everything went through HBM, but if you want to try to pass it off on Willie, that's fine.
You ever seen the banners he's got on the
take
rice
over
bucket?
every
You
stream
want to
he's
challenge
on.
Willie? You want to challenge Willie?
I'm pretty sure that's already started and happened.
I stand with Willie.
Don't make me talk like Jay. What is that one? Laundry room toker.
Thanks.
Buddy is the man.
That's a cool one. Laundry room toker.
Broke up HBM with that name. So who else has card items? Any other card items?
I've got a few items.
Oh,
I'd
I
like
have some
Buddy to
more.
go first.
I've been
Mine-
going. I
mine
think
go
I'm 2 items
together.
up.
The first one is Dabs, and then the second one is Wow.
Dabs,
like,
wow.
yeah, like Puffco's so sick, dude. Like, I mean, Pat got on me for not hitting it hard enough, I guess. But it's the best, dude. I love it so much. It's so much better than like HBM was right. I love it.
I've got these.
Oh, what?
I've had them for weeks. And I just haven't smoked them because it's just like it's not that I don't want to. I just love the Puffco so much.
It's wild, dude.
I love
I
not
go back
smelling.
and forth. I still like my flower, especially when the weather's nicer. I like to sit outside and get, just burn it down.
I feel like I do better at work with versus flower. Like I perform better in life.
Well, that's fine. That doesn't necessarily mean anything good or bad. That's what you prefer. Like I'll go to my dying day if I'm in a hurry and I need to fucking just get stoned fast. a dab is the way to go. You know what I mean? But if I have time to sit back, relax, make a joint, go outside, smoke it up, and I say make because I'm using cones.
I'm back in on flower over dabs for the moment.
Hey, that's
Why is that?
Balanced opinion.
I don't feel like you have to choose one or the other. You can enjoy both and simultaneously.
No, it's like some people like whiskey, some people like vodka, some people like dabs.
Some people like beer, which I don't.
Exactly.
I drink water.
Some people like dick. Well, Pat's not here. Never mind.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna watch it back.
Good. Pat touched me.
None of us are surprised by that.
Called me handsome.
Well, he's not lying.
Your fucking chopstick dick.
Chopstick dick.
Wow.
That's gonna be bad.
It's not a thin problem, it's a length problem.
See, well, that's a different story. I lost the cover for my hot knife. Oh, I found the cover for my hot knife.
Thanks for the demo.
Yep, I tried to show you how it works beginning to end. Killer dropped off. He ran away. He
Speaking
must
of,
have been out of card items.
I'm gonna go too.
Well, you were on a half an hour time limit, and you're actually over. So we're in golden hour as far as Buddy's concerned.
I try my best.
Thank you, buddy. We appreciate it.
Love you guys. Bye.
Great job,
Bye,
buddy.
buddy. Thanks for stopping in.
Looks like it's just you and me, Chris. Let's do this. Let's go. What do you got? Hit me.
Did you read the description of the show?
No. Next.
So the description of the show, I put something. I forget what I put. It's very. I know in the show tweet I put that if you want to know what a train wreck looks like, tune in.
See, I actually think it's a cold take. I think at this by 8:52, we're going to be talking about how it was better with less voices, which is a surprise because I've always said the more the better. But I think you and I can have a great conversation.
Well, we do. I get aggravated when there's multiple voices because you can't really have one conversation. It's
Not at
four
all.
going on at once. It reminds me of a family get together.
Yeah, it's very sloppy. It's like remember the draft how we had I think it was like 9 or 10 people. Like the idea of it
Yeah.
was cool, but when you listen back, it's like nobody could ever listen to that.
Yeah, I know. It was in that regard, it was a bit disgusting.
So what's going on in the world of Chris? Stop worrying. I don't want to hear about anything else. What's up with Chris? How are you?
I'm not great because I'm stuck working second shift. I want to work first shift. I might be able to do that.
So months ago, we were at the point where they told you that would be a possibility. What happened?
Well, the possibility never crystallized. So rather than waiting around, I looked elsewhere. And if things go my way, I'll be moving from one major Boston hospital to another. But
a better schedule?
With a different schedule, with more money and less work.
Well, I mean, it sounds like a no-brainer. Is it like enough you can actually say it, or should we hold off for now?
I need them to get back to me and say they'll pay me what I want to be paid.
So would they offered you the same money, but that's the better shift? Are you jumping?
The exact same money, I go. A little bit less money, I still go.
Oh, so
A
it's
lot
about
less
the
money, I
schedule.
go. In that situation, it's about the schedule.
And I don't take this
At
the
the
wrong
same
way. You're
time-
no spring chicken, so I think you should get the schedule you want and enjoy your time left on the earth.
That's what I said. No one seems to buy it. 46 is not 90.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not that, but you're a smoker. That cuts off about 45 years.
I don't know if it's 45 years. I thought it was 4.
I'm just rounding up.
All right, that's fair.
But outside of work, how's life? Things are good. I haven't seen you. When's the last time I saw you in person, Sako?
Maybe, yeah.
Because I remember. No. We because
Did we go to Pat's after that?
No, I came to
No, you came to my house when Mark was there. That was in the fall.
There was a time I went there when Buddy and his wife were there, and I think Pat was there too.
That's true. That's true. And the next time everyone comes over, I have much more deck.
Yeah, you do
And
got more
that's what's
deck.
been going on the past month or so. So I refinanced my house and I wanted to build this deck and have it extended into more of a farmer's porch type of wraparound situation. And the original contractor I was going to hire, who I've used before and has great references and all that and works really well, was too much money. So then I took the second choice I had, which is a different carpenter who happens to be my cousin, who gave me the family price. And what I didn't realize is the family price also includes the family timeline. So what should have taken a week, maybe 10 days, if it was like raining for 6 of them, is now on week 4, and there's still shit not quite complete, but you know.
You never thought at any point to just pay Hoodie to do it with weed?
To pay Buddy, you say?
Hoodie.
Does he know how to build a deck?
The hood? You questioning the hood?
I'm the guy who just left. I didn't know him as a carpenter. I know him as a
no, Hoodie.
Oh, Hoodie.
Yep.
I thought you said Buddy.
Hence when I said the hood, not the bud.
Well, I didn't get it. All right.
I'm lashing out.
You've had a history of doing that.
No.
Is everything okay at home? Are you being touched?
I mean, as a child, I was assaulted many a time, but things have been good since.
You know what I just realized, and this is my stone brain at work. I have the background of us as that BA first thing in the morning picture, and you and I are his eyes right now.
I'd like to think I'm his ears too. If you guys want to talk some shit about him, I'll let him know.
I mean, the boxes do extend past where his ears are, so you are his ears. He's supposed to be here. He was going to be here. He told me he was going to be here, and then he didn't be here. He went somewhere else to be with real people.
The man's life's going good. He's got that promotion at work. He's killing it. Obviously, there he's making good money. He's just he's on a good path. He's just gotta enjoy it while it lasts, of course.
No, the deck was 11 grand. Hit the post, not 40 grand. Did I say 40 grand?
I don't know if you did, but that would have been a hell of a deck at 40 grand.
I would think so. It need to be heated, have an upstairs, downstairs, a
I
toilet.
think it would grow your weed for you.
I mean, yeah. I mean, technically, there's 2 weed plants on the deck, so it's doing some of that.
Wait till you wake up tomorrow.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm worried about because they're easy to walk away with.
You take me as a heavy sleeper.
I would take you as a heavy sleeper because...
No. Me, I'm a light sleeper. I wake up to everything. You are the one I'm saying is a heavy sleeper.
Well, yeah, but I don't sleep long.
That's it. You need to be asleep for about 5 minutes to steal that shit.
You got a good 5-hour window.
What time?
I'm not telling you that.
So...
Not telling you that at all.
I'm not going up to Methuen. It's not me you got to worry about.
Well, no one stole my plants last year, so I think I'm all right.
How did your results go well last year?
No. The plants last year, they grew out, but they weren't the buds weren't great. I didn't even really I cut the plants down, I dried out the plants, and then I was looking at all the work it was going to take to trim them, and it wasn't worth it, and I just kind of burnt the plants.
Why wasn't it worth it?
They were tiny buds.
I mean, you can't put the time and money into it at that point. You might as well take what you can get, no?
Not really. I mean, there wasn't much of a monetary investment because those were clones from plants that had grown in the upstairs and came out much, 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 much better. And I had a harvest of that at the same time. Like right now, I have a harvest upstairs that is plants that I got from a good friend of ours, Stone 420 Minifan. And they are going to be like awesome. They look really good. I'm very proud of them. But the stuff I'm doing outside now is from seed. So I actually did buy these seeds. They're not from clones. I didn't get them essentially free.
So these ones you're going to be a little more on top of, you think?
We'll see. I mean, my backyard's not the best. I need to actually have some trees cut back, and I don't know who to reach out to, and I'm not climbing a tree to cut the shit down because I'll knock over somebody's house. So we'll see what happens with that. I think they're going to come out better this year. Better fertilizer, better seed from seed, but the seed is a better quality than the clones I was cloning from because they were a 3rd generation, so weak anyway. And it was the first time I had done anything else. Well, 2nd year I had done something outside, but not really serious. Like just throw it in the ground and see what happens.
You could probably explain this to me because I personally don't get it. I don't know which chat it was. Someone posted a picture of I think it was Super Lemon Haze's pots, and they said that he's gonna like fuck them up by having them the way he does. Did you happen to see that by any chance?
I saw it and I liked the picture.
What's the reason that it's not going to work out?
Well, let me set the stage a little bit. So he had on his, it looked like it was on his deck as he was watering, 5 or 6 different plants, 4 of which were in their own pot, and that made that has no bad about it. That's how you want to do it. But he had 2 plants that were in the same planter. And what the person, I remember who tweeted it, but I don't want to call them out for it and start any shit for anyone outside of a private thread. So that person said, what is he gonna do when the root balls grow together? So the way the plants grow, they have a root structure that goes down, and what that person is saying is those 2 root systems might intertwine. And then if he was going to go transplant them later, which he would have to do because that planter is too small for both of those plants, it's even too small for just one once it starts to get bigger. Any plant is going to outgrow it. It's kind of smallish. And so when he tries to do that, there's a chance, and it's a pretty good chance, that those root systems are going to intertwine and make it very difficult to transplant those 2 plants into separate containers without causing a lot of stress to the both of them.
So he should be separating them now then, before he fucks it up.
He should never have put them in the same planter, is what that person was saying. Now, Eric knows what he's doing. He's been doing it a while.
I thought you just said he doesn't know what he's doing with those 2 plants, though.
With those 2 plants, I don't know if he'd put them in there a while ago.
Maybe he's trying something
next week. You know what I mean? If he does it soon, it may be absolutely no problem.
Maybe he's trying to mix strains.
That's not how you do that.
Oh, good job, Eric.
If that was what he was trying to do, then that would be a mistake, but I believe he knows better. If you want to mix strains, what you need is a male of one strain and a female of another, and you want the male to fertilize the female.
Are we talking sex?
And then they make seeds, and then you plant those seeds, and the results of those seeds are theoretically half and half the genetics of the 2 plants.
You ever think about how big the universe is?
Often.
You kind of like, it's scary and it makes you feel very small. I was listening to macro dosing, and they had a guy on who said that there's a black hole. It was like something ridiculous, like 1,000,000 times the size. Why is it going to be so
racist?
Yeah, great point.
Yeah.
But the black hole is 1,000,000 times the size of the sun.
Yeah, it's huge.
The sun.
Yeah.
So you just think about how big space is. Like, we're nothing.
Space is infinite, as far as we know.
It's fascinating.
So then, what's your take on alternate forms of life?
There's definitely, it of course exists. The one that always confuses me is like, and every scientist has bought into it, it seems like. So obviously I'm just not understanding it, but like when they talk about multiverses and how like the same thing's going on here somewhere else, it's like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not big on that either, except for it seems like if you go by comic book lore, it's a real thing.
Well, no, like scientists believe it too. Like they just talk when they talk about it.
They call it string theory. And I'm not going to try to explain that because I'll sound like an asshole, even if I fucking come close. So
the other thing too is that like you can bend space, like it's a piece of, like it's a sheet or something, and it would just fold, and that's how you would travel through it faster. It's like, well, how are you bending the space?
But then I heard on Joe Rogan the other day that once you time travel, once the first person time travels, it changes what time travel is. It's not really a thing anymore.
And I like that because I never thought of it that way. It's like time, like you can only time travel to the point where time travel existed. So if you and I invented it right now, in 10 years, the furthest they can go back is right now.
Yeah, like we can't go backwards from here. We could only go forward.
And it makes perfect sense. Like, what are you going to do? Just like show up with George Washington? It doesn't make any sense. How would that work?
Well, that's the fun of it. How would that work?
All right, so if you could time travel, you get one ticket. But you don't get to participate. Nobody can see you. What would you spend your 24 hours? Like, where?
Wait, I can go back?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what are you going to do? Go forward? Or what are you going to go see?
I don't know. That's why I was going to say, how do I know what I would go see in the future if?
Yeah, I would. I mean, you can go forward if you want. I don't get the investment. I'd go back.
Oh, that's an interesting question. I don't know what I would go see if I went back. But Dr. Vodka says,
Oh,
good thing Jay isn't here. I think I might go back to the first time I met Jay, and like maybe I wouldn't tell him where the house was and sell him edibles that day.
I would you know what I wish Twitter was around for? When Marilyn Monroe sang to the president.
That would be good, because that's a different story today than it was back then.
What do you mean?
Well, today that would be like scandalous.
I thought people were like, she was pretty much letting the world know, like, we're fucking.
Yeah, but people still love JFK, except for
He
the
is
guy that
awfully
shot him.
loved. Isn't there like an eternal flame on his grave?
I think so.
For what?
He was seen as a great president, I guess. I mean, I wasn't there.
How many
My dad
touchdowns?
loved him. My dad still loves him.
How many rings does he have?
How many who?
How many rings did he win? Could he
I
play
mean,
in this
I don't
era?
know. He never beat anybody. I never saw him go over. He's never drawn a dime in this business.
Exactly. He wouldn't even see a second contract in today's game.
No. He was a dime store Bill Clinton.
You know what's funny about Monica Lewinsky? She got hotter as she got older. If you look at a picture of her now,
One of
she's
the
way
few
hotter
people
than
that's ever happened to.
Yeah, you want me for a woman? Guys seem to kind of improve sometimes when they get older.
Sure.
You don't
But
see it with bitches too often.
A 20-year-old woman is oftentimes much better looking at 20 than she is at 40, unless you're Monica Lewinsky.
Not that bitch. She just fucking found the fountain of youth.
Apparently. Now, I don't know what's going to happen when she's 60. I'm going to guess it's not good.
There's got to be a decline somewhere.
You would think. And maybe a rapid decline, like off the cliff, as a great reporter once said about a particular quarterback who's still playing football.
That was in 2014? What a rough take.
That is a bad take. Because it was almost 10 years ago, 8 years ago at least.
I don't know. Last week flew by. I've never felt like a week go by so quick.
Really? Because my week, as far as work went, was aggravating and stressful all week. And it was the longest 4-day work week I've ever had.
I'm very fortunate at work that like it's a stay busy job. So like by the time I leave for the day, it feels like an hour went by. I'm very fortunate with that part of it.
Well, there you go. So here's the thing with my job. I have 37 people under me that I have to make sure shit gets done right. If I change jobs, I'll have 10, but it won't be all at the same time. Like 1 week I'll have 4 people under me, and 1 week I'll have 6 people under me. And I think I'm okay with that.
So when you say under you, what do you do for them?
I'm a supervisor. So at my job, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, upwards of 11 different assignments that need to all get a certain amount of done during the shift. And I have to oversee all that as far as scheduling those people and checking when they have off days and,
So you got a lot of downtime.
No, much less than you would think.
Because I'm thinking a lot.
Well, take what you think, cut it in half, cut that in half, and then divide it by 2.
4 hours of downtime?
No hours of downtime. What do you consider downtime?
Looking at Twitter to kill the time.
So I take
not on a break. A break's different, of course.
No. I take 2 unauthorized cigarette breaks per shift.
Took when I get word back.
And then I have my normal hour dinner break on top of that.
I reported the shit out of Wagon's tweets today.
I saw you say that. I'm trying to figure out what the hell Dr. Brian Atkinson is talking about.
What did he say? Good thing Jay isn't here. He'd explain it to you. Oh. He's only loved because he was assassinated. That's not a bad take at all, actually, because I think makes perfect sense. Tupac
the first time I read that
today if he didn't die.
The first time I read that, I thought Jay hasn't been assassinated. And I was trying to figure out how we make that happen. I know the account that used to be Mima is offering to solve
Meemaw
that
fucking
problem.
hates Jay. He has nothing. He, whatever. Just everything.
Don't gender. Pride Month.
We'll be talking
God
about
damn
something
it.
completely different, and he'll just be like, "Yeah, this was Jay. It'd be going like this." It's like,
Oh,
he
yeah.
sucks. We agree, but let's not bring him into the conversation. You say his name too many times, he'll appear.
He's definitely Jay is definitely in that man's head.
No, I didn't say all that. I said there's a hatred.
I said it.
There's a hatred like what's a good analogy here for hatred?
Sergeant Hatred from the Venture Brothers?
Yeah, that one must be before my time. I have no idea.
You
know what I
never
learned?
watched the Venture Brothers? Oh my god.
I thought
You don't
for
know
the
that.
longest time the Hardy Boys book was about the WWE Hardy Boys. Now, what a disappointment that was.
So then where's Nancy Drew?
I don't know who that is, I don't think.
It was the book series was like the Hardy Boys mysteries, but at the same time that was written, there was the Nancy Drew mysteries, and sometimes they teamed up.
How was Nancy looking?
Probably hot, but it was like the 50s.
I'd suck the moist out that pussy.
Yeah. Hit the post is here. He's bringing Rice Bucket Talk to 420.
Yeah, Avalanche are in the Final Four, right? They're in the Western Conference Finals in the NHL.
Yeah.
You know what of course I'm glad the Celtics are doing good, but the one thing that comes with a little bit of success is the bandwagon fans. I love how everyone is all of a sudden like big Celtics fans. It's like you should be happy about it. They're cheering for your team. It's gonna boost their, everything's great. Should I though? Like, I'm glad you guys showed up when it was all easy.
I mean, I think I'm guilty of that, but at the same time, I follow the regular season to a point from a distance in the four major sports. I don't touch soccer. I don't go near golf. So when whichever team is in playoffs and whatever, I feel like I can then be loud. I wear a Red Sox hat every day. I follow the Red Sox all the time, more than any other team, which is kind of depressing because they suck.
So the Red Sox are your number one.
Yeah, and they suck so bad.
They've been winning lately.
They've been better.
hot.
They're still like 10 games back, probably 8.
Well, I think it's 2 or 1.5 from the third wild card, which is
but
not
when you
the
start
spot to
talking
be.
about the third wild card, you're not in a
Exactly.
good spot. That's not a good place to be in.
They literally invented the third wild card to make people like us have something to talk about for our team.
Yes. Yeah, we're in a division with really, really, really good teams. So
they're always fucking good in the East.
I'm just saying, particularly this year, that the other teams in the division are really good. The Torontos of the world, the New Yorks of the world.
Let's embrace debate. Let's rank the AL East uniforms.
What's with you in fashion? You are very.
I love uniform talk. You know this.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why.
It's just a thing I've always been into, like jersey numbers, the jersey appearance. When I was, I used to my goal in I think middle school, high school, I tried to get a jersey for every team, and I just had mad jerseys. So it was always a thing I was into.
A little window into the soul of High Blind Mike.
Like the Commanders, those new jerseys fucking blow. But the Redskins jerseys were classic, beautiful, great. They
You can say the same with the name. Everything that's happened since they changed that name has been terrible.
When you're in the room, you got to think to yourself, what's the worst case scenario of calling ourselves the Commanders? People are going to say they have a commanding lead or commanded this. It's just once you realize you set yourself up for failure, along with just having a stupid name to begin with. You're going to change the name, change the team colors too, just boot the whole thing. Nope. No creativity down there with that fucking sexual assault owner. Snyder's got to go.
I don't disagree.
But if I was ranking the AL East jerseys, the Yankees got the best jerseys in the division. There's no question about it.
The Yankees, everything about that Yankees jersey, and I'm a Red Sox fan, so a Yankee hater, but everything about the Yankees uniform is iconic from
it's gorgeous.
Way back. There's nothing you can.
Gorgeous.
You can't fight it.
No.
Although I would prefer a Red Sox jersey, and that's just because.
Oh yeah, of course. I would never buy a Yankees hat, and it's the rivalry. It's not even a rivalry anymore. It's kind of dead. But it's just something about a Jets hat. I never would buy a Jets jersey or a Dolphins or Bills jersey. Or a Steelers. I hated those motherfuckers too.
Yeah, fuck them.
Something about them. It's just I don't know. You guys suck.
Yeah, I will definitely not sub anything from them.
Who? What were we
Oh,
talking about?
you said the teams with ugly jerseys, and I was reading the Dr. Vodka comment.
Oh, what did he say?
He said, assassination isn't as bad as subliking.
Hey, we're all entitled to our opinion. Would you rather get shot in the head or see a sub like about you?
I still don't understand. It's not a sublike. You just liked a comment.
Chris, I'm slowly learning that things on Twitter are not as they appear.
That seems to be the case. I think that was highlighted in one of our private chats.
All right, should we just get into it, or do you want to just avoid it?
I was actually asked to leave it alone. No,
okay.
No. I asked the person, should I give you shit about it? And he said, no.
Without going too far, out of curiosity, why would I get shit?
It's not really. I know Jason took offense to being accused of reporting the chat, especially after Austin.
Did he get accused though?
According to him, yes.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like I felt like a thing that was misunderstood. I think there's something to him not liking Himothy. I think he doesn't like him. I could never explain why, but I don't think he would have had that reaction if it was just me. If that makes sense. Because he didn't. He actually didn't. Because before Himothy was in the chat, me and him were like saying the same thing, and like I think he kind of like recognized I was just fucking around. But the second Himothy kind of joined in, it was like he was like, "Nope, can't have that."
2-on-1 is definitely what set him
off.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. It's like it wasn't a 2-on-1. It's like the last thing I would ever want to do is make anyone upset. But at the same time, it's like it just felt like an overreaction. And then it's like, well, if this was anybody else doing this right now, I would be being a complete dick to him. So it's I don't want to say it's a tough spot, but it's just like, on one hand, I don't want you to have, definitely don't want to hurt anyone, don't want to upset you or hurt like any feelings. But at the same time, it's like, what are you doing? Relax.
There's a fine line between ball breaking and feelings getting hurt. I've been on that end.
Sure, and then that's where I would say, like,
turned into
if you can't take it, maybe your dishing should be a little more limited then.
Or lean into it the other way.
Or just, I don't know. I don't think things are going to be the same now. I really don't.
Well, I'm not trying to overstep into other people's business.
Fair.
That's what I'm staying friends with everyone. Fuck you all.
Oh, I don't like any of you. You guys are simply a way to kill time.
That's fine. It's fair. That's what this show is.
That's why I spent the day with you and Pat and Socko, because I hate you so much.
Yeah, and that's that, and that's why you've been to the house. What, 5 times?
I've been there many a time. I remember the first time I went there, it was
yeah, and you got those sticky fucking gummies that were all stuck together because I fucking left the bag open.
Well, the problem was I tried to because I was trying to be a team guy, so I brought them back to my area and was trying to get people into them, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's great," with the sarcasm.
And I was telling you that I was apologizing as you were taking them and offering to be like, "You don't have to buy these two; they're all stuck together."
I don't know. The hot chocolate was good though.
It was
have that?
Huh?
The hot chocolate?
Yeah.
He's still just holding on to it. He's like, I don't care if it's next year. You're drinking that shit.
It's on my table with your name on it, next to the one that Mark paid for.
Can you give it to a charity like Cars for Kids or something?
Yeah, I'll give it right to the kids. Although I know Bonnie wants to do, and we haven't done anything recently because I've been lax. I need to make some oil and I need to do some more butter. But she wants to do granola bars, infused granola bars. And I thought, that's interesting.
The thing, I'm not an edible guy. So, when I get an edible, I get it for, all right, I'm going to take this on a Saturday night and just not recognize reality until tomorrow morning. But, I wouldn't, so I don't really, I'm not that into them like that, but there is a market. Like my boss, he's only an edible guy.
Want to buy a Wonka bar?
I've thought about, because he was talking about how he was making his own edibles at home. I was overhearing it, and I was 2% close to being I know this guy who does it, who has a whole process. But then I was like, he's gonna start talking to Chris, and then somehow it's gonna come up that I'm High Blind Mike. then he's gonna go on Twitter and like it's just gonna be this weird ass thing, and I'm just gonna quit my job. So maybe I just won't do it.
Yeah, just leave that alone.
Yeah, like, I did.
That's awesome. And you're not high blind Mike, you're higher blind Mike. When
Blind
I
or
think you
high
should have
Mike.
been. What did I say earlier?
Blind or high Mike, the one what I put
Yeah,
in.
blind or high Mike would have been the better one.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with it for a while. I actually wanted to change like the whole high blind Mike name and everything, but then Jay said to change it, and I was like, well, there goes that.
Yeah.
I'll be him forever.
What? Just out of curiosity, what would you have been?
I probably would have went with something like, I don't know, the chat reporter. No. Probably just something like unnoticeable, like Pats fan 69, just to like. I think I fell off in the Twitter game. I'm not really into it no more. I said this to JFA the other day. I was like, I don't know if it's changed or if I've changed, but I'm just not into it.
You're just not as angry.
No, it's the devs. I think the devs calmed me down.
To see that might be it. You used to be the best for the one-liners in a tweet as a tweet response.
Yeah, that was the other thing. It's when you get like accounts just like gone and booted, it's like, well, this isn't fun.
Yeah, I would imagine.
So I should be neutered blind Mike.
You could be, although just blind Mike himself is slightly neutered.
Yeah, he's got a weird thing going on too, because
I'm a fan.
I was until Craig unfollowed me, and then I fucking canceled my Patreon.
I never had the Patreon. I'm cheap. I listen to the free stuff. Same thing with a Very Good Show. I don't miss a free Very Good Show, but I don't pay for the stuff that I do miss.
Well, the other day was like, which one was it? When on KMS they were making fun of Nesson for doing some like $30 a month thing.
Oh,
it's
that
like,
is ridiculous, though.
It's very ridiculous. But then it's like you're also charging $10 a month for stuff that you can go to Meeting of the Minds to get.
KMS isn't doing that.
No. It's the page might BMP.
Yeah. Well, Blind Mike's charging for it as a way to pay his rent, which I mean, if I could do it, I probably wouldn't. But
how much money do you think he actually gets from the state every month?
I have no idea. I'd be interested to know, though.
It's gotta be a few. It can't be anything crazy. I'd imagine they give like a survivable wage, like for food.
I think they give a pittance and then like food stamps or whatever, fucking SNAP or whatever they do now.
Maybe. His fucking girlfriend must make decent money.
I heard a beep. Who's there? Robbie V.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Now we're talking.
We were struggling. I'm glad you're here because you can talk to High Blind Mike while I go get a drink.
Oh, nice. What's going on, bro?
What's up, neighbor? What's going on in our area that we can take over?
Oh, jeez. Fucking, dude, traffic was a bitch today.
It's everywhere. I work in Norwell, right next to that Home Depot, like off exit 14.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking, you know where I live, like at least the area. It takes me 30 minutes to get home. It's just fucking ridiculous.
No, I know. It's like that whole area, dude. Like,
it's a disaster.
It is a disaster, especially like what was it when Scarlet Oak was open like late night, like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. Everyone used to go bombing down that freaking stretch in Rockland. Who was coming home? It was like ridiculous. And not only that, like it took me like freaking 45, like half hour, 45 minutes to get to Hanson today.
Yeah, this is preposterous. This is getting crazy.
Yeah, I know. Because some jamoke like fucking almost like rammed into my freaking RAV4 on 139. She like took a right. She didn't even look. It's like, hey, wake up. Stop hitting the sauce at 8 in the morning. Let's get.
Nothing worse than what was it? Memorial Day last weekend. I was trying to get to a birthday party.
Yeah.
In fucking what's it called? Off the Wall in Carver. And I was trying to get to Harrison Boulevard to get on the highway. So I go through Randolph, fucking Memorial Day parade. So try this road. This one's closed. This road's closed. I ended up having to go all the way like around near Abington, Brockton, just to get on the highway.
Yeah, it's insane.
I'm all set with the traffic and like, I don't know. Definitely need an electric car. I have a 16-gallon car that cost me $77 to fill it. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's such a joke. The funny thing is like, not to get too technical for Saturday night, but Russia's still making their money because it's China and India who's buying up all the oil. Like you can, and like and look, not to get it's Saturday night for God's sakes, I mean, but it's such a hit to like Europe and the United States, and yet everyone, like everyone kind of hasn't figured it out. It's like, hey, like.
Well, there's supposed to be a law where the gas prices are capped, right? They can make X amount of profit at the most. So, I saw a thing that said that the first quarter of the year, whatever, it's been record-setting profits. Well, it's like, well, that makes no sense because you guys are making the same as before, right? Because you have a cap limit. So how do you have record-setting profits if you're not overcharging people?
Most of that stuff, though, like
but the demand is high and the supply is low. The supply is low because they're not making as much.
No,
as
but
they
there's
were
I don't know what the name of the law is, but they say
Yeah.
they say where they're getting it for 30 cents a gallon before. They could only make 50 cents a gallon profit. They were charging 80 cents a gallon. So now if they're getting it for $2.30 a gallon, just throwing out numbers, they can still only charge $2.80 a gallon. So how do you have record-setting profits if you're making the same profit?
Because they're selling it by the bucket. That's the
barrel.
barrel, and the barrels are selling for $130 a barrel or whatever.
But they can only make the same profit.
No, they can make all the profit.
No. I don't know the name of the law. I could look it up, but there is like they are caps. They can't go over a certain number.
I think it's like I'm trying to remember.
It's a percentage.
I think it costs like Russia, Saudi Arabia, and the United States like literally like $40 a barrel, $40 to produce like a barrel of oil, right? So you're talking like $80-$90 every barrel that goes out there, just making off the top of the food, taking it right off the top.
But how many people live in Alaska? It's got to be like less than 1 million, right?
I've actually been to Alaska. It's interesting.
I want to get back to that because how different is it out there?
So we went for a cruise up there for my dad's 60th birthday, and we stopped in Juneau. And of course, like I was like 22 at the time, and I've been sober the whole time because my family doesn't really drink. So I went to the first bar I saw, and and I was just talking to the locals. I mean, it's really different. Like the summer, like in Juneau, Anchorage, like a lot. I think they get like a lot of tourists because of the cruise ships and whatnot. But in the winter, I mean, it's freaking just a wasteland.
I was gonna say a ghost town.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
So my plan, if you vote for me in 2024, is we're gonna move all the people in Alaska to like North Dakota, Wyoming, all the area over there where no one lives, and then we're just gonna dig up all the oil up there.
Yeah, might as well. At this rate.
Can I ask you to add something to your platform? If you want to be elected. If you want to be elected to any type of office, if you run on this simple platform, that you will force every company or make the law that if you work overtime, the government's not going to tax you for that overtime. You'll pay your normal taxes on your hours 1 through 40. You go over 40 hours, that income is untaxed. You run on that platform, you will win every time.
Yeah, also bankrupt the country.
How so?
Because companies are going to start charging more because they're not fucking. There's a reason. I can't think of it. Something bad's going to happen.
There'll be more money in the hands of the people that need the money.
Well, no, because then they're going to charge the companies a higher tax because they're not making tax on the overtime. So they'll charge the companies a higher tax to make up the difference, which they will then pass down to the employees and they'll make less money.
No, but they'll work overtime and make more money.
They won't though. They will, but then the company they won't let them work overtime because every time they do it, they're gonna tax the companies more.
That solves two problems at once. Then,
if the company's paying more money to survive, they're not gonna let you make the same money. It's gonna get cut somewhere.
If you check all the surveys on happiness, the countries that have the highest level are the ones that don't have to work as hard to survive. In our country, for people to make a living, a lot of times they have to work their asses off. I know people that work 3 and 4 jobs, and that's because they get shit wages and they live in the city and it costs a lot of money to live.
Correct. And if you take away, and if they can't be taxed overtime, the company's not going to let them work overtime. Now they have to go work more jobs.
Chris, you still know people who live in Boston? I don't know Seoul anymore.
In Boston?
Yeah, or Boston, Lowell, whatever, or
Yes.
Providence. I still don't,
Yeah.
I don't know anyone anymore.
And not to have a humble brag, but yeah, they work for me.
Huh. No, I mean, I don't.
So we have entry-level positions at my hospital that we hire people that will make $16, $17, $18 an hour to live in and around Boston or close enough to get to work there. It's expensive. It costs way more than you can survive on.
You need like 6 roommates.
$17 an hour.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So yeah, now we solved finance and gas. What else are we gonna fix?
Well,
I'd like to get the women to stop voting.
If you talked to me 2 months ago, it would have been all about baby formula. That was awful. Oh.
Was there actually
Is that still a thing, or is that
struggling a
over
little
because
bit?
they brought it in from Germany?
So it is still a thing because I mean, so basically, I think it was so before it really broke on the like the news channels and whatnot. Everyone kind of knew about, like, if you followed, like, some of the financial blocks picked up on it pretty early. Because one of them, this is what happened to me. My wife and I was sitting at home on Friday night. I read a story about it on Drudge, and then I went on to Target, Amazon, and I couldn't find anything. But luckily we had a what's it called, a subscription to BJ's, and so we bought like 3 cans that way. And then I didn't even know this at the time. I found this out of all things through Facebook. I searched like Similac Pro Sensitive, whatever, and there was some lady in Texas of all states who said, "Hey, I just like got a guest pass at BJ's." So I bought 3 cans, and then I woke up at 1 in the morning and was like, I probably should buy 3 more, and I did. And thank God I did, because that got us through. That's going to get us through. And then I found formula in all places in Brooklyn, New York, at a store called Formula Depot, and that'll just push us over the finish line. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say I paid like Target prices for those, because I didn't. But someone wants to make freaking $17 off Robbie V. Well, hey, God bless you. Yeah, exactly.
Not to invade your wife's privacy. How does she pump or like breastfeed at all?
Yeah, but it's just not. That
was the problem. Both of my kids, neither one really like did the breastfeeding, so we did the pumping for a while, and I think after like 6 or 7 months, she just quit because she's a quitter, and so I found myself in your boat buying formula.
Yeah,
were you not able to lactate?
Me?
Yeah.
I won't say I didn't try, but no, I wasn't.
Okay.
No, I wasn't.
I wanted to know you tried.
Oh, that episode of Family Guy when Stewie wakes up to Peter putting him on his boob.
No, it was funny because, not funny obviously, but when we were waiting for the BJ's order to come, I just went around to like a whole bunch of Targets and Walmarts and whatnot, and that was when Victoria was kind of like, she wasn't sleeping through the night, so we trade, wife and I would trade off, whatever, getting her. So I took her that morning, and I drove around to like 8 stores, and there was nothing there, nothing. And I'll never forget it. I was at the Target in it wasn't Target, it was Walmart. It was on like the Brockton line, and there was a lady there, and she was bawling because she needed like a specialty formula that Similac produces. And I just left. I was like, Jesus freaking Christ! Like, what a way to start a Saturday. I was like, probably shouldn't go buy a scratch ticket right now because that thing's just gonna like light on fire. But so.
I could see Robbie V walking into Walmart with his daughter and pinching her at just the right spot. Be like, cry now. Do you have any formula?
Did you ever look at that place in Bridgewater I mentioned? They have it for free.
Dude, we talked. If we got desperate, we would have. But we didn't have to. I know there's other people who need it more than, you know what I mean?
A fucking honor with a U. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta exhaust your resources before you do that.
I did not have the same honor. I went and got my 2 a week every week.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah. Showed right up to that
bitch.
bitch.
Have been off formula for years.
I'm just selling it in the back door. It's great.
We were on
bootleg formula.
It's just weird times. Like it's just weird.
It doesn't feel real.
Dude, it doesn't. Like, I take the train every day to Boston, right? Not every day. 2 out of 5 now. And I'm just like looking up. I'm like, what is going on? You know, like, guys are being like methed out at like fucking 5 o'clock at night. I'm just like, get the fuck away from me. Like, I'm just trying to get home.
I had this fucking debate, like not even a debate. Like my wife's mom said something about like she was like the junkies in Brockton. I'm like in Brockton, like right here. Like you go to Walgreens, this dude's tipping over at the bus stop because they can't fucking stand up straight. This is a disaster. This whole fucking this is a real epidemic. This the heroin epidemic.
Dude, I was in Southie. I walked from fucking Broadway to D Street where I work. And there was some guy out at like 8 in the morning just screaming. And I'm just sitting there like, and he just looked all doped up. And I literally like, I mean, I definitely walked a little brisk and definitely got the jog going. I was just like, I can't be fucking dealing with this shit. You know?
No, you see, the thing is, when I see that, I actually get angry, and like I like kind of like hope the guy like looks at me or does something so I can like react. It's just I just find it annoying. It's like this is fucking bullshit. And Holbrook, once a year, they put all these purple ribbons around the center. It's Overdose Awareness Day. It's like, what are you guys actually doing to help? Like this shit gets worse every year.
It was on Scan Weymouth. Like it was like a week ago. There was some girl tipped over on it was 1:30 in the morning outside some bar. She was passed out, and I was just like, dude, like I'm sorry, but like, and I've been there. I think we've all been there, blacked out in an Uber. And well, maybe I'm just speaking for myself, you know. But I don't know, just like lend a hand, like throw someone in a cab, like call it and just be like, I don't know, it's just.
Well, it's like it's a me problem too, because I would say the same thing, but I would just like be like, it's not my problem. I'm not going to get involved with that shit.
Yeah, I take that tact myself that it's not my problem.
No, because then the bitch pulls out a knife, she fucking stabs you, and it's like, what the fuck? I was trying to help.
Yeah, little do you know, fucking she's already crazy, and fucking you put her in a cab, you do a nice thing, and next thing you know, the fucking cops at your door saying you raped her. Just
I fucked her, officer.
Yeah. I mean, if you put her in a cab, you deserve a little something. No, I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. Don't take that serious.
I got her the ride. I'll get my dick sucked.
I don't care if she's awake. No, I'm just kidding. That's
everyone relax. Chris did not rape that woman.
Never, ever. Never, ever, ever. And I didn't cause every school shooting like BioDude said.
What?
BioDude accused me of starting every school shoot. Did you see a couple days ago? I'll give the whole story on this.
Yeah.
There was a Laura Ingraham post on Twitter where she was trying to
dumb bitch
connect weed to mass shootings.
I saw this real quick. Weed to mass shootings. Really?
Makes sense. It was really stupid. So anyway, I don't know. I don't remember who originally commented, but they said this is fucking ridiculous. And then BioDude said, no, it's not ridiculous. As a matter of fact, I personally blame Kristen Methuen for all the school shootings.
That's
wait a minute.
Really? That's a dope of the day right there.
It wasn't me.
Dude, you can clip this. That's a bad call, BioDude. That's a dope of the day move. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Stand with BioDude.
Yeah.
You would stand with BioDude. But
I haven't seen you try to prevent one.
You would stand with him, but he would get the meth shakes all across the room and then leave. You would be looking for an excuse to confront him.
I saw a video of some guy tweaking out on a train, and like he went and sat next to these two girls, and like they both tried to get up, when then he grabbed one of their hair and like made her sit with him. And then you look around the train, everyone's just sitting there watching it. It's like, let's pretend none of you could overpower this guy. I'm sure a couple of you could.
Yeah, but then you got to cooperate with some asshole.
Just beat the fucking shit out of him. He'll be knocked out in 2 seconds. He's on fucking drugs.
Are you talking about the New York City video?
Maybe it probably was New York City. He like just grabbed her hair, and like she's like making a scared face. Of like it's like I don't know. It just like bothers me when I see those things. It's just like, you guys, do something. What are you doing? If I was on the plane for 9/11, I would have stopped it. That's what I'm saying.
Hot take.
Me and Mark Wahlberg.
That's gonna get clipped. The me and Mark Wahlberg part. I'll play it all day.
I just, Laura. I mean, that's a stupid take by Laura Ingraham. Man, I haven't smoked that much weed in my life, but like, I'll tell you right now,
she's the worst.
When I did smoke some freaking good weed, I mean, I literally was watching the Bruins game and I freaking fell back into a chair. I mean, it was literally like Robbie V, you good? And of course, this was like 2:00 in the afternoon, first period. So against the Rangers, like, what are you gonna do?
Says he thinks that was the chick that grabbed the other chick's hair.
Well, the thing is, like, she doesn't believe
they should have just beat up a woman. You think it's okay to just beat up a woman on a train? That's fucked up.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, all right, take it back.
Like Laura Ingraham doesn't believe that, but the thing is, she's told to say stuff like that because she has sponsors who.
She knows to say that because that's gonna get her base.
Well, no, because it's more than that. It's also the people that fund her job. It's the pharmaceutical companies who don't want the weed cures to be promoted. They want people buying their pills and overdosing and looking like Justin.
Yeah. I caught the Justin jab there. I didn't think of anything to add.
No, it's not even a jab. That kid is a product of bad doctors. You know what? One thing, like, I'm not trying to make fun of his weight, but you know what helps your mental health? Get off your ass and go be active and sweat a little bit, and all of a sudden you're gonna like feel way better. That's amazing how it works.
It's 100% true, by the way.
Yeah, if you get a bunch of endorphins, I mean, you do a half hour on the treadmill, you get a bunch of endorphins.
Yeah, but you go to your doctor. Like, do they promote that, or do they say, might as well get you started on this?
Well, they probably say both, but they say it like, well, diet and exercise, but here's this pill that does it really fast.
You spend 10.5 hours a day on the Xbox? Obviously, that's fine. Let's just stuff you with these.
Yeah.
Your diet consists of Doritos and Mountain Dew. Like, it's just, you don't fucking, I don't know. It's part of the thing where it's like, nothing feels real anymore. Just everything just feels doom.
Oh, we're fucked. The human race is fucked.
You know who actually
generations though, so
the problem is it's the libs and it's these Republicans. They defend a team. Like, imagine defending a fucking politician. We shouldn't vote for people. We should vote for ideas.
It's actually not a bad idea. I mean, the way things are going.
Because then you get stupid people saying like, everything Trump did was great. Look how good the country was going. Was like, well, no, Trump was a bad president. Some things went well, some went bad. Biden's a bad president. Some things will go well, some will go bad. Doesn't matter who's in the office. You guys are defending a team like fucking idiots. Like, you sound stupid.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. I'm trying to keep up with the comments, and to do so, I can't talk as much. Because I don't know. I can't read and talk at the same time. I fuck up.
Is Hijab local by any chance? I know he makes like
Hijab. I think he
because I know he makes.
Island.
I know he makes what's it called? Like self. I think it's salsa. I mean, I'm not a big fan of that stuff. I'd actually like to try it. I mean,
he makes his own salsa.
Salsa, the Trulies and stuff like that.
Oh shit.
I had those delivered to my house last night. I was too lazy to go and get them.
I just accepted. Thanks to the libs. Okay, I don't agree with that. I think the country needs to be more center, less Democrat, less Republican, more center. Everyone, if we didn't listen to the different fucking cable news channels, whether it's the Fox Newses or the fucking MSNBCs or whatever the fuck, I don't even know which ones they are anymore. But if society didn't base their whole lives on what those two entities or those two sides of the aisle are saying, and just went by common sense, what do you think? What do you think? Then we'd all agree a lot more. And
there's nothing better when you see the mass shootings happen. You don't even feel bad for the kids. You just get upset about the pointless debate and stupid takes people are about to put out for the next week.
Yeah.
That's a joke, gentlemen. That's a joke.
I mean, it wasn't a funny joke. That doesn't make it. Where's my? I don't have a. Where's my bad joke clip? I lost it. All right, there it is. Swing and a miss. So I played a couple of the JFA things earlier, and the funniest one was the one he made about me, I think, because I laughed, and I cut it off too quick so you don't hear him say my name, but I'm going to play it now, and it's probably insensitive, but I didn't make it. I'm just playing it.
Buddy, hey, my buddy. Hey, let me ask you something. You ever wish your cock was as thick as your glasses? Those lenses, you must be able to see what I'm thinking. Bet you wish your cock was that thick. Big, thick cock. Could put those glasses on your cock and go to see what you're fucking. You fucking jerk off.
So, yep. Equal opportunity. If somebody's getting made fun of, I get made fun of as well.
Clip sucked.
I laughed. I
didn't hear it.
Because my glasses are very thick. So it makes sense.
Hmm.
If my glasses were not thick, then it wouldn't make as much sense.
You know what sucks the most about this time of year is, I swear to God, every fucking kid my daughter knows has a birthday party every weekend. This is gonna be the 4th weekend in a row going to a birthday party.
What's your budget for birthday present gifts?
Like, fucking depends on like her relationship to the kid, but maybe like a $25 gift card, or if I know what toy they would like that she happens to know.
Yeah, it's $25. I actually just gave a $25 gift card today because we went to my buddy's 4-year-old birthday party.
Because I can remember being a kid and my father taking us to like Ames or Zayre's, 2 stores that don't exist anymore, and being like, "Here's $5. Get a present for your friend's party."
Get them a starting lineup.
You got 5 minutes. Go.
The kids have so much now, you don't even know what to get them. Like, they just have everything, so it's like you're better off with the gift card. It feels. Let them choose.
Yeah, well, they didn't have gift cards back then.
Yeah, I forget how old you are sometimes. Fucking Jesus. Like, you were around with Jesus.
I mean, the second time we ever hung out, you said to me, "You're old enough to be my father."
Yeah, it would have been a high school pregnancy, but technically true.
Yeah. Yeah. And that brings the room to silence. I love it.
Yeah, you know, I'm 40.
I mean, how silly is that, man?
AI. God bless him.
I needed an excuse to shoehorn that in. Silence means bring out Allen Iverson.
That was the best press conference. I remember coming home and watching that. I was just like, what is this man talking about?
Yeah. You don't get that kind of entertainment anymore.
The thing is, if he said that same thing today, he'd be like, everyone would be like, yeah, he's right. What are we doing?
Yeah. I mean, why do you need to practice?
Yeah, exactly.
It was millennial before millennials were millennial.
It's just, it is funny. Like, he's just like, he's like, what are you talking about? Practice?
He's like, how's practicing going to make my teammates better?
Yeah. How does that make it better? This show sucks, Pat Williams says. I think it's actually, he's wrong. I think this has been one of our better shows.
That fucking guy stinks. Why would he say that?
Yeah,
if we go to HBM's thought from the very first opening of the show, where he was saying something to the effect of, "You're going to be happy that there was fewer voices this week." And you know what? You're right.
HBM was right. Get it trending, everybody.
HBM was right. He was maybe wrong on his JFA takes, but
I wasn't wrong. I don't think I had a take. I think my take was I'm just disappointed, and hopefully things get better, I guess.
I would think so, but I would hope so, I should say.
My Twitter days are probably numbered. I'm bored with you folks.
You've said this for a while. You used to say it much more, and then it stopped being said.
And then one day I pull the trigger and I'm gone. Like, what are you doing? You're going to push me to the edge?
Well, it was actually, once this account gets suspended, I'm never going to be back. And then Getter sucked, and no one went on.
No. I said the count that I currently have. I was like, it's this one, because I didn't think I was going to be back. I tried to come back, and once I thought I could, and I accepted being gone.
Yeah.
Until you begged VD for a burner.
No, let's not get
now
crazy.
We have the resurgence of Higher Blind Mike.
No, it was
it should have been Blinder.
It was a great moment for VD, because as usual, because I was
tremendous moment for VD.
I was like, oh, it's a shame that the guys who are sitting there giving me all these suggestions about how easy it is to make an account don't just give me an account. And then he was like, oh, you can have one of my accounts.
Yeah, I got 9. Here, have this one.
Yeah, you guys are all pieces of shit except VD.
I don't have multiple accounts.
You talked about how easy it is to make one,
account,
so go make one.
I don't have another one.
When you didn't have an account, I gave you access to the show account that Pat created.
Yeah, which I was terrified to use, because I was like, the second I talk, they're going to be like, get them out of here.
No, there was only the very first tweet you made on that account got a suspended.
Which I told you that had nothing to do with what was said, as I proved later by tweeting it again.
The first tweet you had.
Because I tweeted from my account. It was I'm telling you, it was my IP or something. For some reason, anytime I do that, it just got suspended.
I think you did it on purpose.
Did you tweet
I tweeted it again after that, like
I don't
a few
remember
weeks
what the
later to
tweet
prove
was,
it.
but it wasn't nice.
I said Redskins. That's all I said. But
That's
you're
right.
leaving out the part where I said it again 2 weeks later and nothing happened. That's why I proved it was me. It was because I did it. Anybody else could have said it. Nothing would have happened.
Well, that's because you evaded suspension.
Everyone hates me.
And you evaded suspension.
I can't believe how bad I reported Wagon's tweets today. I went off on that motherfucker. Every
What did
single
he
one.
tweet? I missed it.
I think he just said like hi, and I was like reported.
But what did you call it? Domestic violence, human trafficking?
Self-harm.
Self-harm. Nice.
I didn't see his. I follow him. I just didn't see it today.
I'd follow him, but he'd be a horrible follow because he's always getting reported.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He does.
I was
get
on
reported a
with him
lot.
2 weeks ago or something.
He gets reported by HBM all the time.
He's like
Oh,
an
really?
illegal alien, and we're in the fucking heart of Texas, baby.
Pat Williams stands with JFA. I also stand with Pat Williams.
What do you stand with JFA on?
Yeah.
The issues. On the issues.
What issue?
Yeah.
All of them.
Him,
You know, the
him
big
saying
one.
his point, and then us saying, "Yeah, we believe you," and then him going, "Well, yeah," and flipping
But
out
you
about
you
that.
weren't you didn't really do that.
No, it's exactly what happened. Like I think
really.
either you didn't see it or you're just not remembering. That's exactly what happened. Was I was like, "Yes,
Well,
I believe you. I believe you," and then he
I
was
believe
kept
you, but
going
who
and going.
blocked you? I believe you, but who blocked you? I believe you.
Yeah,
but
I said
find out who
if this is
blocked
the
you.
case, we've come to one conclusion. If
But
you
that
can't get
conclusion
into a
was-
chat, then you were either reported the chat or someone in the chat blocks you. The big
Yeah.
mistake that everyone was mistaken is nobody actually cared, but because we're having the conversation, that's why it got said. We're having the
But
conversation.
it was answered previous.
He didn't answer. He's never answered it. To this moment, he never answered it. And nobody cares that he didn't answer it. Except
He was
for
blocked by an account that's been suspended and couldn't
Okay.
get in to unblock them.
except
that
the
same
account's
account,
not in there anymore
same
because
account
it's gone.
reported the
The
BA
account
version
is
of the
not in there
chat.
anymore. The account's not in there anymore. And he still can't get in. So what
It's
does that how does that
it's
prove
Which
anything
chat
to be
is
right?
this?
name. It's
Just-
just the changed name.
What
No,
chat is this all of a sudden?
Cole does not block JFA because they're in a chat together. Do you not figure it out yet? If Dick
I
Trickle,
know that Dick Trickle admitted to being the one who reported the BA version of the
okay,
fact.
like so that's true. That has nothing to
Yeah.
do with JFA though.
It all happened at the same time.
No. Because Cole report or Dick reported that chat, that has nothing to do with JFA not being able to get in. So why bring it up?
Because he can't get in.
Because you're just trying to say the words that JFA said weren't making any sense. That proved absolutely no point. You're just saying stuff that you saw.
I don't know that.
That's
the
why I'm saying
point-
I don't think you actually saw any of it because you don't have you're not familiar with anything.
I just know that when you guys were trying to explain what you have just been trying to explain, it didn't make sense to me.
What doesn't
And
make
I thought
sense?
was, what's the difference?
So again, keep in mind, nobody actually cares. We're only talking about this because we're talking about it. If you cannot get into a private chat, there's 2 reasons you can't. Well, I'm sorry, there's 3 reasons you couldn't be invited to it. 1, you have your DMs off where you can't be added to chats. 2, you reported the chat. Or 3, someone in the chat blocks you. Now so he said, I did not report the chat. Beautiful. We all believe you. So who blocked you, you think? Oh, it's cool. Boy, you're asking me that you don't believe me? I just said I believe you. That's exactly what happened. So what am I missing that you're saying he was done wrong? Because all I said was, okay, and then again we all tried to move on, tried to be fine with it. It kept getting brought up. That's why I'm saying it's a thing with him and Himothy. He doesn't like Himothy.
I don't
'Cause when
disagree. I just
when it
don't
was
know
just
that's
me
true.
saying it, he didn't care.
As I said before, I'm staying friends with everybody.
I don't know. I'm thinking I'm just out.
Because honestly, I don't care if anybody reported.
I'm not here to hurt
whatever
people's
chat.
feelings. If we're not
We're
having
all
fun
in
and
the
someone's
same-
being bothered by it, then we should obviously got to
HBM,
stop.
all of us are all in the same 15 chats with the same people.
Except for him because he reported it.
Well, just those 2 chats. But then
The ones
we're
he
in other
reported, yeah.
chats with the same people. So what does it matter?
It doesn't, but that's what I'm saying. Nobody was sitting there saying it matters. It was that we were having if words are being said, then we're going to say words that relate to the topic. Again, no one cared.
Well, if you're saying words, then I'm going to say words, and Robbie's going to try to say some other words.
I just think
So
like
no, it's like you're pretending to defend JFA. There's nothing to defend him on. Nothing bad happened to him. And if he thinks he did, I don't know what to tell him. Like then, all right, we won't talk to each other no more. You enjoy your time, I'll enjoy my time.
I just think if you block someone in a chat, it's pointless. It's just everyone's gonna blow hot air, blow gas. Look, I mean, look at
Take nothing serious.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, seriously, if it's past 11 o'clock, on a freaking Friday or Saturday night. Take everything less than seriously that's coming out of my mouth, especially in the WeChat. You know, I mean,
well, that's usually just stupid bullshit. It's like
exactly. Like you're not gonna get angry about it, you know. I mean, you have
Robert. He lost his fucking shit.
Oh, he lost what? Completely lost his shit.
He lost his shit. He was like snapping, and I'm sitting there saying to him like, "Yo, I think you're overthinking. I think you might be overreacting." And then it's the sarcastic like, "Oh, I'm overreacting. like, yeah, you are. What do you want me to say? Like, if it's upsets you, then I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to upset you."
Yeah, it's just take your hits, take your L's, take your W's. Just call it a day.
That's what it is. Just move. Just now, it's one of those things. Just now, you know.
Yeah. I mean, for God's sakes.
I'm saying everyone's susceptible to be sensitive if that's the case.
Yeah, I just think like I'm not like mad about it, but like Chris, like you're trying to defend something. It doesn't sound like you even saw it because you haven't said one point that's true, and it's just like you're not defending anything. You're like, are you like, you can't say what happened to him? What are you standing with?
Yeah, it's just.
Well, I'm not JFA's lawyer.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Thank God.
Glad you stand with him then.
I can stand with someone and not know what I'm talking about.
Of course.
Although I was reading the chat along. I read the whole thing.
It sounds like you missed a few things.
I mean, from your perspective, maybe I did.
The truth.
There's also a lot of chats where you can literally be away for like 3 hours and miss like 500 messages.
Yeah, you can be away for sometimes 10 minutes and miss like 300 messages.
Yeah, no, that's true too. Yeah.
I did masturbate this morning, and maybe I missed something.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, full disclosure.
Yeah.
I don't read the chat while masturbating.
Not to mention, I'm the fucking king, baby. You want to come at the king? Come on, let's do it. We can fucking go around. We can do the thing, and we can see whose head's hanging off the plate at the end of the day.
Oh, exactly.
It won't be mine.
I'm talking to JFA.
I know. That's why it won't be mine.
I'd fucking no disrespect. I would roll through you.
I mean, I wouldn't be on the other end of that. Although
Correct.
Pat's still waiting for your prediction on game 2.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Go fuck yourself, Pat.
Wordle sucks. All right, I never played Wordle. I'm not cool.
Yeah, I haven't played that either.
And now Pat's saying it's all about hurdle, whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, no idea.
If he could be in the comments, he should be on the screen. I just
That's
made that
not true. That's not true. Some people are made to be commenters.
That is true.
Yeah, but Pat's not one. Actually, he might be because he says very little when he's on screen.
Oh, he could be a commenter for this show. I know another show he takes a good part in.
He on the 420 show. I mean the Rice Bucket show. He talks and talks and talks.
Yeah,
he does. I made a highlight. I don't think I still have it.
So is Montante going to be a special guest on Kirk show? Hey, what's up, Pat?
Hey, who's running his mouth? I'm just.
You should have heard what
I'm
Chris
asking
said. It was
a
crazy.
nice question here, and you got to run your mouth. I want your goddamn prediction.
Ooh,
The Warriors are going to win.
you.
You say the Warriors are going to win?
Yep.
Classic reverse jinx. Got to respect it.
That's like Phil. Everyone, I'm actually the first believer, as you know, nobody will ever talk about.
I thought you were a philanderer.
But the thing is, like, I would never give Phil credit for a prediction because if his predictions came true, they'd be 82-0 and 16-0 since 1995.
That's true.
They were very bad in '95.
Well,
That was the year they won like 10 games or something like that.
At '95, they won 30 something, I think. But
yeah, well, was it the next year they went for something?
Did you guys watch the game? The game 1?
Yeah,
I did not.
Curry in the first quarter. What the fuck?
Oh, he was on fire.
We were all texting Sherman saying, "Yeah, better luck next year."
Sherman's a big Celtic guy.
And let's forget. Oh no, Sherman! You don't remember, Chris? Sherman came on this here program, and he said trade Jason Tatum, break up the Jays. It's not working. This was December.
Well,
they
were floundering there.
And what did I step in and say? I said, sir, you don't break up young stars like that before their prime.
I
you were very, very respectful.
And you were right.
Since 6 a.m. this morning, just been knocking them out the park, man. Right.
You were on early. I noticed that.
But I've
been having trouble sleeping lately.
Do you think the Warriors are still being too cocky. Did you see what Draymond Green was saying?
Well, Draymond Green has his own podcast, so he kind of like gets a lot of out of context things said about him. But
Well, he
actually,
did,
it's kind of
but you
cool
did see
having an
that.
active player have a podcast like that.
Do you think it's kind of weird though that like an hour after the game they run home to go do their podcast though?
They've won 3 championships. I mean, they're a great team. They didn't get blown out. They fought to the Warriors are a great team who have earned everything that they have.
Yeah.
But if they lose,
Complacency.
if the Celtics end up winning the series, they would have only beaten those Cleveland Cavalier teams, which, I mean,
that was
have
LeBron, and a bunch of
arguably
stuff.
the greatest player ever on it.
And nobody else.
Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love,
Nobody.
first team all NBA players.
Well,
because of.
I'm just saying. I think the Warriors dynasty is a little overrated.
I would disagree. If it's overrated, it's not because of them. It's because of the Eastern Conference's poor ability to
That's a good
offer any
point.
competition.
Yeah, that's true. I will forever until I die think Jordan is the best player of all time.
So then
100%.
then you can compare them to those Laker teams in the early 2000s then, because they were just smoking because the East was fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they beat the Nets. That was nothing.
They beat the Nets. They beat the Pacers.
Well, that Pacers team is fatal.
But the thing is, like at the time, these weren't looked at as bad teams. It's just in hindsight, Monday morning quarterback. It's like, yeah,
you
they
knew
got
in
smashed by the
2001 that
Lakers.
Sixers. You knew in 2001 that Sixers team was Iverson, and that's it.
They won game 1, then lost the next 4.
Opinions are skewed. He sounded like Jay earlier. I believe he's trying to say skewed.
Yeah.
Skewed on what? You not showering, you stinky fuck?
I think that's what it is.
I actually don't know what he's talking about.
Also, someone has.
I said a lot tonight. I said a lot.
We do have some echo going on, but
Yeah.
we're working through it. We're powering through it. It's the last 20 minutes of the show.
It's got to be Amesbury.
It might be. Well, Stowe. Pat and Stowe.
What do you guys think of learning that Matt Carano's from Lawrence?
What? No one can see you. Relax.
I didn't think he was. Did he say
Saw
he was
you.
from Lawrence? I didn't catch that.
He's from Lawrence, Matt Carano, yeah.
Yes?
That's what Kirk said on the show, didn't he? He said Lawrence, New Hampshire. Like that's how he listed like the places he was from.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't catch it, but as someone from Lawrence, it's embarrassing. The city
He blocks me, and I have no clue why.
Probably because you didn't block Sneaks.
Yeah.
Oh, Corona, he's a faggot.
Oh,
It's
I
Pride
didn't
Month.
like.
We're supposed to celebrate those people.
It is Pride Month.
That's why you're in Vermont.
Is the Claddagh still around in Lawrence?
The Claddagh is still around in Lawrence.
Oh yeah.
Jesus. All right.
The Claddagh pub. Oh my god.
The clap is too.
They used to have
The clap is prevalent
for a time. I don't know if they still do it, but they used to have like freaking Gin Blossoms and like all these like 90 alternative bands play there the last couple of years for some reason.
Because they could sell 100 tickets.
Yeah, hey, yeah.
Probably 50.
I respect that.
Yeah, you might be right with the 50. No, you can get a good amount of people in there, though.
I always went to the Frosty Mug around the corner.
Oh, what a dive that was.
Yeah, now it's something else. So the people who used to go to the Park Street Pub in Andover, they now go to the Frosty Mug
Park Street Pub.
because one of the owners of the Park Street Pub bought that. So because
I hope you renovated it a little because the last time I was in there, it was falling apart.
I think they did.
It's a shitty part of town as a shitty piece of land with a shitty building.
Well, they have the Mills now. The Mills apartment across
That's
the street
true.
there. So they're trying
And
to spruce it
Salvatore's
up,
is right over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gentrified a bit, so they probably had to beautify the building.
I used to love the Park Street Pub when I went in there. That place felt. I mean, granted,
back in the day, it used to be really good. That's my dad always used to go.
Yeah. I waltzed in there after a party one night, the next day.
Those places have nothing on fucking Buddies in Magnolia, Mississippi, wherever the fuck that place was called.
All right.
What a
But the
terrible
pub was
fucking
good.
little
The pub
bar.
was good because you had the Chinese food place right there,
Yeah.
and then you have a Domino's that's right across the street there. So you got a couple different options when you're wasted.
Yeah, I still love that place.
Good times. Good times.
Sucks
there.
going old. Sucks going old.
So Pat, how's the birthday weekend going? What are we doing?
It's all right. Getting ready to just hang out now.
How many trips around the sun?
39.
God damn.
Damn, son.
Fuck you, Robbie. You got to be in your 40s.
That's
I'm 40 actually.
There you
Just
go.
kidding around, dude. It's fine.
See, I like when you guys now. I don't feel as old. If Pat would hurry up and get all the way to 40, then I wouldn't feel as old.
Yeah, by the time he's 40, he'll be like 53.
40's not bad. It's chill age.
I mean, I feel the same at 46 as I did at 36 as I did. That's it. I was almost at 26, but I don't feel the same as I did when I was 26 by far.
I'm gonna get baked soon.
I've been getting baked.
It's illegal up there.
There's
Wanna
no
buy a Wonka bar?
dispensaries around here. I said I'm gonna get baked soon, Don. Is that okay with you?
Kick his ass, Don.
Hey, your wife's name's Dawn?
It is. Don
No,
Marie.
that's the escort that he got when she went to sleep.
Wasn't Dawn Marie a diva wrestler?
Yes.
No, the reason why I say this because my wife's name is Dawn as well. Swear to God.
That's cool.
No shit. My dish
Robbie
detergent.
V's
is
wife's
named
name's Don too.
It's a dawn of a new day.
There you go.
The dawn of the age of Aquarius.
Oh man,
it's a good tune.
Yeah. Go ahead and quote fucking hair a little bit more.
Was Montante supposed to come on tonight? No.
No,
Is he going?
we're not big enough for Montante.
He's
Oh,
been
I know.
on, hasn't he? I thought he was on this show before.
He's been on a couple times. He tries to feed into my hair insecurity with his own. He makes fun. If anyone makes fun of his hair, he tries to say mine is bad because I have this little thinning right here.
Yeah, you're like 20 years older than him.
So yeah, I should have a little bit of thinning right there. It's normal, right, Pat?
That piece of shit killer, fucking, because Paul Bissonnette had to shave his head. I guess there was like a bet. I would assume so. I don't know exactly the reasoning why, but
with him and Ryan Whitney, yeah.
No, was it from Whitney? Or
Yeah, because if Whitney lost, he had to wear like an earring in his ear for a month.
So he had to shave his head. So he's kind of got fucking killer goes the fucking Pat from Amesbury, fucking piece of shit.
That's not nice because there's a lot of bald people, but he chose to say your name.
Oh, of course, he just wanted to chirp me.
Well, Killer's a good one to bring up any physical thing with anyone since he doesn't ever show himself except for the one or two times, and when he does, it's not impressive.
Oh, you're quite the stud yourself, sir.
I have the balls to be on camera all the time. I've been on camera at my worst.
That has nothing to do with your looks.
Exactly. I'm just
Killer is a handsome man. If he wants to stay off camera, that's his right.
Yeah.
Have you seen him?
It isn't about the looks; it's about the personality.
Then you're lying. No.
He has a very shitty personality.
I think he has a great personality.
Now we can all agree on something.
I think he has a great personality. He's just an asshole, and that's what we love about him.
The INGVE, he's getting screwed.
Okay.
What?
There is no INGVE.
A lot of eyes, and that's what I see lately. A lot of eye.
Yeah, I know. You brought it up at the beginning of the show. I'm trying to circle back.
What do you mean a lot of INGVE?
It doesn't seem like much of a team these days.
Because make the point.
Because nobody wants to get Killer or Puffco.
HBM is pushing for T-shirt sales revenue to go towards buying Killer.
We can sell women. Let's just get the man a Puffco and get out.
No, at the same time, he got really mad when John offered Simon some free shirts that we don't even know if he ever sent. We gotta have.
He got one of them, I thought.
Find out if he got those shirts.
Well, Simon's a great guy. I mean, he's got a massive following.
He does, and he oftentimes shouts out GVE, and the few times that he doesn't, people turn on him quick.
Simon's
He's like
man.
90 years old.
I think Simon's got fans and that would love to talk to him from our side of the world, you know.
We'll have him on again. We just can't have them every week. We don't want to burn them out. We don't want to bio-dude them.
No, I'm saying it'd be good to bring him on when he can meet more people than just the group here. We can have, I don't know, just think of a random name, a Blind Mike Sneakers or a Steve from Providence on.
Sure.
When he's on.
We actually, the last time Simon was on, we were trying to get Sneakers on, or we thought we were going to, and it just didn't work out. His people couldn't get to a number our people were comfortable with. So it didn't work out that time. We'll have him on another time.
No, I always appreciate Simon's morning videos.
I do too. I'm a Simon fan. There's a reason why he's been on 5 or so times. We like Simon here. HBM found him originally, which is, he doesn't take enough credit for that, but he should.
No.
No, I won't.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right, as we pull into the last 9 minutes with limping to the end of this train wreck of a show.
What?
Which actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Pat said he wasn't going to be here, and he's been here.
He's a liar.
HBM said he was going to be late, and I thought that meant an hour, and it was really like 5 minutes, if that.
Yeah, I ditched the family.
Late's late.
It was the worst pre-show in history. I was alone for 45 minutes, and then Buddy came on. And as Buddy came in, my camera and microphone somehow stopped working, and I couldn't get it to work again. But then I did. I was very proud of myself.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
There you
go. I'm less technically unsavvy, or whatever the fuck the word is, than I used to be. I tried to get Gig to come on because he posted a video in the weed chat.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought I had brought that in, but I have to go get it out of my email so I can show it because I want to. Fuck.
I saw you try to get Menners on.
I wasn't trying to get Menners on.
Oh, who was it?
Killer was trying to get Menners on.
Oh.
I just
wonder why he won't come on.
No, he can come on. I didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah, he's always welcome.
Yeah. I said maybe next time. But he said no. I know you're a big fan.
Oh yeah, I have no problem with him. I've steamrolled him. If anything, I understand why he doesn't like me.
Yeah, you're no wagon.
I wouldn't like him either if I got fucking humiliated and ran off the TV screen twice. Can't wait to smack him across the face this summer.
Oh, that reminds me. I'm going to say this out loud again. If anyone in the listening audience of 3 people has Wilbur tickets, I need a Wilbur ticket. I'd be happy to buy one for each show.
Someone texted me, messaged me the other day asking if I wanted tickets, and I said to message you. I don't know if they messaged you or not.
I don't know if you guys ever heard of these. There's these third-party websites that sell tickets, and if you go on the KMS Wilbur website, there's a lot of tickets available. So I don't think you're looking too hard.
I've looked at the Wilbur, and they were $88, and I was just comparison shopping.
So you could have tickets, you choose not to, you hate the show, we get it.
Yeah, that's right. All right, now I brought it in. Where the hell did I put it? I'm going to run out of time before this fucking video is found.
What video is this?
The one from the chat of Gig's plans.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I just saved it here.
He posted that last night, right?
I saw it today.
Oh.
He's got a lot of land, so he can put those big bad Larrys out there.
Yeah, he can.
Those are like 50-gallon pots.
I can do it.
They might actually be more. They might actually be bigger than that.
I was just honestly when I was talking about
they're 200 gallons.
Holy shit!
No, that's not what I meant to do.
Were you saying something, Robbie?
I think when I was talking to the WeChat after 11 o'clock, I was pretty sauced up. I mean, Victoria was like, Victoria fell asleep, and she's been falling asleep, like, all. So I went out, I had beer delivered because I was too lazy to go get it. So I was just like, whatever, fuck that shit. And then 11 o'clock, I started seeing all this stuff in the WeChat. I was listening to Hit the Post, and then I started talking about Jolly Ranchers. And, and then I decided to call it at night. I was just like, fuck this shit. I was like,
yeah, you were talking about Jolly Ranchers, and I told you I answered you and said we made them.
Yeah, I know. And then I quickly realized that I should not be like talking to anyone at that point. I've had too much. I had a couple, I need to be functional for a birthday party. So
What's your go-to bar around here, Robbie?
Dude, I used to go to Alumni. My wife and I used to go all the time.
Yeah.
And man, like I used to go there. I used to go to the Ocean Kai and hang out with Sully and Billerica. We used to go there all the time. I had some great nights there. Dude, Stars back in the day in Hingham was great. Like back in 2006, 2009, Union Brewhouse, that was a great place. Some guy threatened to beat my head in a Casey's pub, which is pretty close to me. That was pretty hilarious. I just chugged a freaking Coors Light and just fucking ran out of there. I was like, I'm not fighting 3 people for no fucking reason. The day before the Masters Sunday, I was like, I got better shit to do than hang out in jail all day.
Sure.
All right, here's Gig's video.
Wow, he's got a lot of land.
Those are huge. They're going to be 7 feet tall.
200-gallon pots, Bob.
Fucking Christ.
200-gallon pots, Bob.
How much fucking soil's got to be fucking put in that motherfucker?
I was just going to say water. And
water is going to be ridiculous.
So that's what that crop salt stuff, that granular stuff would be perfect. But for a 200-gallon fucking container, you might have to put the whole goddamn bag in there.
30 pounds.
Yeah. I have to put the whole fucking bag in there. But if you put the heavy, that means like you water it more regularly than so.
Oh, is that what that is? Because I went lighter.
That's fine though. If you do, well, you're doing.
But is it a it's a reapply though, right? So like if I notice it's,
you can put more in, obviously. Yeah. You just kind of like eyeball it and look for deficiencies if you have them.
So I actually did the conversion with teaspoons and got a fucking teaspoon measure and fucking counted out.
I did that too, and it was pretty on the dot.
Well, it was tough. Well, that worked for the 2 potted plants, but for the ones in the grow bed, I kind of had to guesstimate what it would be.
Oh yeah.
And the raised flower bed, I mean.
When it says 1 teaspoon is 15 grams, I weighed it out and it was pretty spot on.
So when I asked Gig about that video, I said, "Hey, if you're bored," when I saw him post that video, I should say, I said to him, "If you're bored, here's the link." And he said, "I am bored," and he sent me back this, which is Gig's face on a board.
Thank you.
Well, he was right.
Said it for a reason. And I laughed, so I figured I'd show that too. I didn't think he was going to come on, but I was hoping he would, because that would have been fun.
How much land does he have to like just have them that open? Yeah, no.
It's the gig compound.
Oh, I didn't.
I don't know, but man, I mean, I have like enough land where I could probably put like a couple of those out there, but I mean, 200-gallon pot, those things are going to be like fucking redwood trees.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, I could fit a couple of those in my yard and have no more yard left.
And you'd have a massive pot plant that would be visible from all your neighbors.
Absolutely.
Legal though.
Well, not if you can see it from the street, then that's where the line is. That's where you cross the line.
Yeah, the loosen deck.
If they wanted to really like be dickheads, like it's like all about like my greenhouse is supposed to have like a lock on it.
Yeah.
It's like they can really be dicks if they wanted to come by and be like, hey, well, obviously because I have more than I'm supposed to have, but even if I had just say like 8 plants on the backyard, they'd be like, well, it's supposed to be in a locked, facility, blah, 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 but
yeah,
the neighbors don't give a shit. So
if that ever happens, just point to their shirt and say, "Is that a stain?" And when they look down, you put your finger on their nose. It kills
every time. They hardly ever arrest you and tase you at that point.
Yeah.
I would think I would get tased.
Well, tasing looks like it's fun.
Bill McNeil's fucked off RSO right now.
Oh, Bill
I thought
McNeil's
like some of those plants were his. He can't get off his dead ass to go fucking look at it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm fucked off RSO right now. Go look at your plants, you cheap fuck.
Don't fuck with my.
Bill McNeil, live and direct.
My plants.
I once dragged that fucking piece of dead weight to a chip in NHL.
Almost.
Oh,
I was
almost
so
about it.
excited
We
to
won.
play that game, and then I
What?
sucked at it so bad that I don't play it.
Yeah.
I was actually excited when I pretended not to know how to play NHL just so I could jump on and drop goals like nobody's business. I'm actually not bad at NHL.
No, we all knew that. Pat and I talked about it right after. This guy's full of shit.
Fucking gossip queens.
Yeah. We texted.
That's good, Pat. At least your neighbors are, giving you a solid, doing you a solid, and not,
He's very
not
busy.
right.
Bill McNeil is very busy. Breaking news.
The Colorado just scored.
Oh, yeah.
I started. We're already in the race. You want to keep up at this point.
Tell him. Although we are in overtime. So, yeah, we just went over
Have
the
a good night,
2 hour
guys.
mark. We're 2 hours and 1 minute. We can split
Oh.
whenever, or we can stay forever. But that last one is less likely.
My phone actually went the whole 2 hours without needing to be charged. I'm at 2%.
That's amazing.
Oh, wow.
Shout out
That's
the phone.
I mean, I have a brand new iPhone, so my battery lasts like days and days. But
Does it?
it really does.
So I can
It
play the
lasts
show.
forever.
Oh shit.
I need to work on my Diamond Dynasty team.
There you go. I'm looking for the outro.
The show's
There it
not a
is.
bad game at all.
No, I kind of got the hang of it now, so it's okay.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah. I got to grind though, so I can get my cards.
Amazing.
Green card.
Oh, I'm a citizen.
I mean, you said it.
I don't know about you.
I was born in America, technically.
All right, so we're going with the
There's that
final comment of the
technicality.
night is Bill McNeil saying to Pat, "Your team sucks."
His
And
team
with that,
sucks.
I'm going to go ahead and play the outro. See everybody next week. Hopefully, we have Pat for the full show and he's not gallivanting around Vermont.
Bye, Robbie, and nobody else.
Oh, next week's gonna be
Hey,
tough.
take it, guys.
Next week's what?
Next week's gonna be tough. It's my niece's Sweet 16.
So he's
party.
already
Oh,
done.
this
He's
fucking
out on
guy.
this program.
This fucking guy. He's out. He's out. Anyway,
got
we'll
5
figure out some
episodes
kind of
left.
lineup for next week.
Yeah, I might be able to jump on like I did to, just can't guarantee, but
Robbie, you're always welcome. Maybe we'll
Oh, well.
get BA back in from his fucking Toronto Pride Parade, wherever he was at,
That's enough.
and we're gone.